Valentine's Day, and welcome to this week's Pastor Capture. I am Pastor Tammy Palermo, and here with me is Pastor Steve Stoltz-Costello and Pastor Ivy Smith. Whoop, whoop. It's nice to have you back, sweetie.
Good to be back.
And so this past week in worship, we wrapped up our sermon series, Justice or Just Us. And I had the privilege and honor of preaching in traditional worship, and Pastor Steve was in modern. I just have to say that I really appreciated in your sermon how you brought out the LGBTQIA plus community as another marginalized group that we need to remember. And I think that's super important that we remember that is also, relevant to the topic of justice or just us.
And I mentioned it, and I was grateful. I didn't come up with that. It was a member of the church the week before that brought that to my attention, that we had been talking about racism and economic injustice and other types of injustices, but what about those who have suffered injustice because of their sexual identity and gender identity and things like that. And so, and that's an issue that we're not all of one mind on, but I really like to just lift up that we're all of one mind, or should be, that all are welcome, whatever we may think about,
All are seeking justice.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate it, Tammy. All those references to your journey and all that you've come to understand better in your journey group and the books you guys have read. So now I got to go buy some more books and things. But if you're curious about that, look at Tammy's sermon, and just a wonderful invitation for us to go deeper as a way to end this series. But it's not the end. It's really hopefully planted a seed for us to continue to grapple with what it looks like to do justice.
Always. We always should be moving forward.
Yeah.
That whole justice and compassion, near and dear to my heart.
And I saw that we had Grace Leach back to help on Sunday morning.
She is such a blessing, yes. She has said that whenever I'm preaching, and it's a huge blessing to me, because that means that I don't have to worry. Everything's handled.
Yeah. So they had good Sunday school. One of the things that I reflected on with Tammy is I regret, and so I'm going to put it in the Pastor Capture, this whole series I meant to lift up, that we are blessed to have Pastor Tammy as a provisional deacon, and that's still an order that many folks are not that familiar with. So I want to share with you that the deacon is ordained to word, service, compassion, and justice. And to have a pastor that is a deacon overseeing our children's family ministries is such a huge thing. To know that our children, one of the things in the Amplified Media series talked about planting seeds and talking to our children about justice. So, that's really an important piece, and it's unique to this church to have that. So,
thank you. I appreciate that.
So today's Valentine's Day, and it's also Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
What do you say to people? Do you say Happy Ash Wednesday?
I don't
I
think
do.
so. You do? You say Happy
do.
Ash Wednesday? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Glad to have the ash.
Blessed. How about that?
Blessed Ash Wednesday.
Blessed.
Ooh.
Blessed Ash Wednesday. We
like
hope
that.
you will come out. By the time you've seen this video, you probably missed the 7:30 a.m. or the noon one, but come out to the 7 p.m. Ash Wednesday and begin Lent.
Yep. And that then takes us to this coming Sunday. You will be in the modern service, and you will be obviously then in traditional.
I'll be in traditional here.
What is the topic or the
So the whole Lenten series, we're excited. This is drawing again from a great resource. I want to give credit there, a Sanctified Art, tremendous resource, really rich in its material. And the theme is Wandering Heart, figuring out faith with Peter. And what we found even this past Sunday with the passage, is it I, Lord, or could it be me, is Peter had this up and down faith, And so we're really going to give this whole 6 weeks of Lent to just follow along with Peter's journey with Jesus and identify how each of us has our own path, our own journey, and that God embraces that. Jesus uses that and works with that. So Wandering Heart, figuring out faith with Peter. For Ash Wednesday, it is Tune My Heart, and this Sunday it is Jesus Sought Me. We'll be looking at Luke, what is it, Ivy?
Luke 5, 1 through 11.
And that's the call of the disciples, but Jesus is in the boat with Peter.
In the boat.
So look ahead, read ahead those passages, and come to worship ready to engage and go deeper. Tell some friends about this season in Lent, and watch the video that came out earlier today.
Yes.
It tells about our Wednesday night dinners.
All the great details.
And classes and things like that. We won't go over it again, but watch that video. You can find the link in the description of this video.
As always, we love it when you like, share, and subscribe. You are welcome to join us in person for Sunday worship at 9 and 11. We have both modern and traditional at those times. If you are not able to come in person, please join us as we live stream 9 a.m. modern and 11 a.m. traditional. And of course, I'm always excited to see the children. Sunday school is offered at both of those hours as well. And we are super excited as we begin the season of Lent, which I like. It's so funny. January always feels like it's super duper long. And then all of a sudden Ash Wednesday comes and then you're like,
Here we are.
so.
And we have this unique time that Valentine's Day, showing that the greatest of all loves, comes to us.
There we go.
The biggest Valentine, I would like to say.
Yes.
Is given to us.
Yes.
On.
Thank you for joining us.
And we are glad you're here with us on this week's
Pastor Capture.